Hello guys, how's it going? It's Woody HD and welcome back to MotoGP 2015. I didn't get to the end of the career mode on Moto3. I don't know why, I can't remember why, but we have gone up to Moto2. We have gone to the Mark VDS racing team, which is probably one of the best teams, one of the biggest teams in Moto2, so no pressure right at the very start of this championship. It's a 3-rider team. I can't remember who else is in the team, but it's the first round of the championship. We won the Moto3 World Championship by quite some margin. I got a feeling this isn't going to be as simple. So let's get on with qualifying for the first round of the season. Let's get out, no messing about, straight to a flying lap. Everybody's on track. That's not good because now we're going to have a lot of traffic and there's already somebody right behind me in my slipstream. But yeah, this is the first qualifying of the season. Hopefully we get a good, solid first race. Point is what we want. I'm not expecting... Now the Moto3 is of course tiny little chassis, tiny little bike. They're easy to control even on this game. But then it's a pretty decent step up to Moto2, and then obviously Moto3 then is a massive step up in terms of how difficult it is to control the bikes on this game. But Moto3 is a pretty big step up as well in terms of power, wobble, in terms of power, in terms of the size of the bike, of course, the size of the tyre. So it's a much bigger unit to throw around a track, let's just say that. So, are we going to get off to a positive start? Most of my first few races are not great. I have been 1 or 2 in the past where I've actually won the first race. I don't usually do well in the first race. I shouldn't really be saying that now because I probably will do badly. But let's get round. Of course, the only nighttime race on the MotoGP calendar, and is that Rins? Yeah, that was Rins behind me, going extremely close. He's obviously going to be a lot quicker than me, but this is, you know, there's no blue flag. This is just qualifying, so if he wants to get past me, he's going to have to do it the race way, or the proper way. There's no point getting frustrated, Rins, because I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I got off track. So let's try and get a positive time in. We could use quite a few laps here to get used to the bike. We had a test at the end of Moto3 career with this in Valencia, which went okay. Went off the track a few times, but we've got to get used to the bike, used to the power. I'm tempted to slow down and let Rins through, but I'm not going to. Because that would be silly, because then, you know, I got to try and... We're trying to picture it here as a race situation. So if he's behind me, I've got to make sure he stays behind me. And I'm 1.5 seconds. No wonder Rins... Whoa. No wonder Rins is so far. Is right up my ass, because I'm 1.5 seconds off the pace. I can hear him. He's right behind me. We're about to check where he is, because he's going to get a hell of a slipstream off me here. And he's not using it. For some reason, I don't know why. But we're up to 10th. 1.8, that's a massive gap. But like I said, I don't expect to be right at the top. Because it's going to take some time. Sam Lowe's, it's going to take some time to get used to the bike. Hopefully, we'll have 2 Brits fighting for a championship. Me and Lowe's fighting for the championship. That would be good. I seem to have better pace than Lowe's here. So I'm going to try and get past him without actually... Oh, we're going to keep it on the track. We are. Oh, we cut underneath. Woof, that was close. That was close. That happens a lot in the races. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah. Oh, my God. No. Well, this lap was gone. Disaster. I want a clear track. I don't think there's anybody behind me now. No, there isn't. So we could have a clear next lap. I'm tempted to let the people who are behind me quite far away come past me so I have a completely clear track. Somebody behind me could be insanely fast at the moment. We are 11th. There's of course only 19 bikes. I think there was like 30 in Moto3. There's only 19 bikes, which is a bit of a shame because the more bikes, the more fun it is. And the more positions you can take and the more enjoyment. Obviously less bikes, more chance of getting points. Because as it stands, if it's 19 riders per round, only 4 riders, I believe, aren't going to get a point. So, that's not bad. And Rins has got past Lowe's, and now we're going to be right behind Lowe's again. Slipstream's not going to really matter here because I'm on a false lap because I crashed. Get the power out here. Get the slipstream of Lowe's. Obviously, of course, I don't have all the boosts at the moment because I've got to gain them. We get past Lowe's here. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, dear me. The lap might not be gone. The lap might not be gone. Now, Lowe's, don't slow me up, mate. Don't slow me up. Don't slow me up. 0.08 of a second off. We're on the right line to take him here. We got to take him. I keep thinking it's a race now. It's not a race, it's qualifying. Whoa! But this is what we want in the race. Two Brits battling at the front. Come on. 11th position on a 19. It's not good. But, you know, 11th. Pretty much first time going around. Obviously, I've used Moto2 bikes before. But we're way off here, of course, because I went off track. It would take something ridiculous now. We'd have literally to get pole to catch a time here. Of course, we only do 3 laps in qualifying. That's the task we've got. We only use 3 laps. So if you've got to do something, you've got to do it in 3 laps. That's what I've always done. I've used 3 laps to make it more challenging. Of course, if we went the full 35 minutes, I might be able to get close to pole, maybe, if I get used to the bike. But I don't think anything's gonna change. Oh, we got personal best. Personal best through the last sector. We have gained about 0.03 of a second. How did I keep that? How did I keep that on the bike? But I don't think it's going to help me now. No, it's not. So that is the end of qualifying. We managed to get 10th position for our first race of the season, which is not bad at all. Like I said, considering we're learning the bike. So let's get straight into the race and see if we can get some solid points to start the season. So here we go. The very first race of the season, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Qatar round 1. How are we going to get off this line? And how is this race going to pan out? We will find out in 3 laps time. Let's get a good start. Decent power off the line. Whoa! When did it wait? Yeah. So, how are we going to start? That's the answer to how we're going to start. In the worst possible way. That is the answer. That corner is a nightmare. If you get in the middle of all them, and I believe, yet again, whoop, wide, I was the only one who crashed. Again, just like in qualifying when I crashed to Lowe's, and now we've got a mountain to climb. All the effort in qualifying, gone. Oh, we can't let gaps form though. We gotta try and make places up. I gotta try and start taking risks. Now we gotta start taking risks. Now we gotta start. Oh, taking risks. Of course, I'm going off the racing line to make these risks, and that's the problem. That's good out of there. That was good out of there. Good slingshot out of there. Good pace. Come on. 16th. Early start. We've got to get back up the table, back up the leaderboard, back up the order. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I have to let him through, and I have to let him through because I did hit him. I think that's the rules in real Motogp, so I'll let the real rules stand here. 15th, man. Unbelievable. Come on, we've got to get this last corner right. Don't usually get it right on these Moto2 bikes. Oh my word, we've lost a lot of speed. And now I expect to be caught by everybody. Literally right behind me, pretty much. Rins with a track record, going into this dangerous first corner again. Woof, almost took him out. It's so dangerous, but I gotta take risks. That's the problem, you take risks. Sometimes you take too much of a risk. And it backfires, as you've seen so many times in these races, where I do crash. Wide again there. I'm not going to predict what I want, because I do that, and then I'll end up not getting it. But I want top 10. I want top 10, at least. I hope. Of course, this is a 3-lap race. We only have it on 3 laps, so it is obviously a lot more difficult, especially when you've got massive gaps. It's so much trickier to use these bikes than it is the Moto3 bikes, because they're obviously so small. They're so easy to move around. But we caught up to Schrotter. On the power, on the power, on the power, on the power. Off the racing line again, but we've got him up to 13th. Or do we start 10th? Salam in front, of course his teammate is flying high at the top. Whoa! Usually on Moto3 bikes, in races, and quite fast around that part. We've gone wide again. These last few corners. That was pretty good through there. That was pretty good through there. Now then, can we get a position here? I'm going to dive for it. I'm going to go for both. Oh, it's wide though. That's wide. We're trying to get the slipstream. Salam's got Agata's slipstream. And now we're going to try and get them both. And we do go for both. Oh. Into that first corner again, so dangerous. Marquez, Alex Marquez, of course the younger brother of the high-flying Marc Marquez, who in real life isn't having a great season this year. Let's be fair. I believe that, and actually, no, that is one of my teammates, isn't it? Alex Marquez is one of my teammates. It'd be pretty good to say I beat one of my teammates. I don't know where the other one is. I don't even know who it is. We want to get past this guy. We want to get past Marquez if I can catch up to him. But I don't want to risk going overboard and crashing. I'd rather just take the 11th. A couple of points for that. Definitely going to pass Marquez with shocking entries into a corner like that. Whoa! See, this is me pushing it now. This is me pushing it to the limit. See, racing on these games, you just don't think, oh, I'll take the 11th. You want more. You always want more, as of course, as you should. And I want to get Marquez. Into these fast corners. We're closing on him. It wouldn't be good to take my teammate out. Now, that would cause real problems. It's going to have to be a last corner jolt here. Oh, I had to come off the power a bit. That's cost me a little bit. But we're going for into the last corner. Oh, we're going to have enough to get a slipstream of him. This is going to be close. This is going to be close. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. Oh, I think we got him. I think we got our teammate. I think we got Marquez on the line. Not a bad result. So there it is. We get 10th position in the first race. And we actually finished identical times to Alex Marquez. I don't know how they decide who gets 10th. This seems to be us for some reason. I don't know why. But we get 6 points from the first race. We finish the race where we started in 10th place, so not a bad result for the first round. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the first round of the championship from Qatar. Next up will be round 2, I think it's Jerez, so let's get some more points. I hope you enjoyed. I've been MotoHD, so please like, subscribe, and I'll see all you guys in the next